Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing is Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing. Especially
tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to...
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Prescott to throw it. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On play action. Now Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Being chased out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Cook up the gut. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Rodgers wants to change the look. Here's Rodgers looking to throw on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you can describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. Rolling to his right. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They give him a gain of 38.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. 50 seconds.
A first down throw for Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. Off the play fake, Prescott. And this is caught at the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Almost had another one like he did yesterday.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Prescott now. Eluding the pressure right. Comeback route into the hands of Tolbert. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
To throw is Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jamie and Sherwood. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Now there's Cooks in motion right. Prescott on first down. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Cooks will come in motion right. On 2nd down, Prescott again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. To throw is Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Here's Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route.
Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Prescott now from the 50.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. And again, it's Prescott.
That is caught. Schoonmaker. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Flush to his right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. 39 yards there, a big one.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. On play action, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 37 yards.
And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Zerline good with a PAT. And this is back to an 8-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Prescott, he's going to change things up here.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Prescott. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Here's Prescott.
Throw is caught by Schoonmaker.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now Prescott.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Quinnen Williams. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
So that, Charles, obviously just a game changer here this 4th quarter, and they're an extra point away from stealing the lead.
And stealing is the absolute right word for it, because that'll wake up your sideline, won't it, partner?
Well, there's still time remaining, but boy, I mean, you think about it, you go from an offense with a lead in the ball trying to salt things away to a completely different scenario now after the return for a score.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in point.
Brandon Cooks
down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Cowboys use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
That'll go as a pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Don't let him get that throw off, though.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And some space here. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dalvin Cook, 61 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, he finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3.
They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he gets it down to the 32.
132 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come up now on second down. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
They run it again with Cook. He'll get it to the 23-yard line.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
On 2nd down, Cook. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. Now Rodgers going to shift him around.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the city will be...